if you just not just witness this is the guy that just...
I'm gonna have the homie Capolero on.
Me and the West Side homie
Capolero.
Wow.
Little, hell yeah.
Doing Tito's, baby. Cheers. Good.
Gotta go check it out, man. That was Capolero.
What's up, Mouse? I see you, my boy. I hope you're doing better. I need to call you.
Oh, you know what? Shout out to Campolito, man. I've been fucking with him, man, lately, man. You know, look, you motherfuckers ain't even knowing. I knew right away he's solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the
I knew right away he's solid. I knew.
It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Yeah. Yeah, I got the video. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot.
Let's get to it. Now, here's your track.
Bang, bang, bang. The haters are gonna hate anyway, any day. Gonna say what they say anyway, 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 anyway. Bang, 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 bang.
Radio! Tonight is definitely a late night. What's up, homies? I'm sitting here. I'm a little bit depressed. I had some Fireball and I dropped it. And I got to handle the Fireball, but, you know, I don't like dropping Fireball. It's kind of fucked up. I love that shit. But, so a little moment of silence. Okay, I'm over it. Anyways, I'm just chilling here. I'm in San Diego, still working. I want to make a quick little video on a little interesting incident that happened when I was in Pelican Bay, S.H.U. And it's basically, it's about the level of respect that's had there and fear towards some of our, I don't know what to call them. I don't know what's politically correct. They came out with the word legends, and they are. I've always referred to big homies, but big homies can be anybody. We know what to say, what not to say, but I don't know. I don't see, the thing is, I don't know it like that. When I was around these guys, the big homies, it's always been cool, like cool to the point where it wasn't to use their name. Now, if you were to be a name, you know, name drop, that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? That wasn't allowed. And I guess on the internet, if you know, we ain't name dropping here either. That it is what it is, but how to refer to them, I'm not sure, because this is all new. Like I said before, my whole point is you got all these fucking fucking goddamn it, I'm losing. You got all these these fucking pesetas online that are making content and they're telling their stories, but the thing is, their stories are based on lies. And so it's like the new generation, things are going, you know, it's the internet, and going from like then till now, you know, it's the breakthrough, things are different. So as long as we you know, we carry ourselves the right way and we're not, you know, disrespecting or making us look bad. You know, we need to have some solid motherfuckers on here. We've gone through this before, and like, who wants to turn on the fucking YouTube and be like, I'm gonna watch a rat? You don't know he's a rat, but you're gonna watch it anyways and listen, and then all of a sudden, what happens to all of us? All of a sudden, fucking, we find out paperwork comes out or this comes out, and it's always how bad, you know. And then now we're feeling guilty. We're like, what the fuck? I hope no one knows. But my homies didn't know I used to watch so and so and so and so and so and so, because it's like, if people know that we used to follow the fucking little, what's his name? I don't even want to say his name no more. So I said I wouldn't, so I'm not. But you know what I'm talking about, all them guys that there's the drama of the YouTube and all that. I'll throw his name in my thumbnails because, you know what, believe it or not, like, people will watch. It's sad, but it's true. The thing is, man, I love anybody who watches my shit. I don't give a fuck if you're trolling or not. Man, I appreciate that. I really do. Now, is this my life? No, it's not. I have a job. I make the money I make, and I work hard. I am a success story from homies that, and in any race, that when they come out of jail, you know, the percentage is so high to go back or to get killed or become losers or whatever. And I don't even want to say the word losers, whoever I'd be referring to, but there are some losers out there that they ain't got no hustle, they ain't got no job, they ain't got no nothing going for them. They're just begging, you know what I mean? And times are hard, I understand that, but there's a difference between a beggar, a loser, or someone who's just hustling. See, I don't judge anybody hustling. I don't judge anybody working. I don't judge anybody who's doing their thing, doing the family thing, doing the dad thing, doing the husband and wife thing, doing the positive thing, the square thing. You know what I mean? I don't judge any of that because I think, are you kidding me? That's commendable. How could it not be? And I have my moments, you know, I have my moments where I do slip and make some bad decisions, and you know, and it's fucked up because when something happens, you know, everybody, it's not just you paying for it, it's everybody, you know what I mean? I do, or I will have a message to the youngsters out there, but I don't know what kind of message I can send really. Maybe you guys can help me with that beyond, like, that's not the way, you know what I mean? Gangbang is not the way, but one thing that, to glorify it is all bad, but gangs and groups and squads, they're always going to be there from the beginning of time. If it's not about gang fights, it's about religion, it's about the leftists and the right wing, left wing, political, religious wars. The wars have always been going. For some reason, as humans, we just gotta fight. You know, we gotta go through some shit. Things are getting better. This is America. Things are getting better, but then there's more crazy shit. You got these motherfuckers are, you know, going in on Mexico and stuff. Like, what are you doing, bro? And they're going against the cartels. Well, like, fuck, that's a lot. I don't get into politics, so I'm just leaving all that. But my whole point is, I want to send a good message. I don't know how, and I really don't. I know that sounds dumb, but ain't no youngster gonna watch my shit and be like, oh, I'm gonna change. So I'm hoping I can just tell some stories and they'll see that there's a chance to, like, if you fucked up, you could get out, you could fall in love, you could have work, you could just. How many motherfuckers want to sit there for the rest of their lives on purpose, smelling ass and being around fucking swinging dick and shit? Not on purpose. None of us love that shit or like that shit. I don't want to say none of us, but no one I know, you know, it's like, but we deal with it. You go to jail, you deal with it because you have no choice. And jail can be a scary place because, hey, youngsters, there's no fucking, you ain't got no guns in there. You can't run, you can't hide. You got to deal with your shit straight up. You know what I mean? Fucking, you have to man the fuck up. It's time to man the fuck up. That's a gangster, man the fuck up. Then a gangster beyond that person is a dad, a good dad, a husband, a fucking a boyfriend. You don't have to be married. You know what I mean? Like I've been with my girl a long time, and I'm gonna marry her. I will, but that's a whole other fucking story. The whole point is, you know, you got your woman, you got your kids, you taking care of them, you working hard, you working together. Now that's a gangster right there. That to me, that's a gangster. Then you got these loudmouth motherfuckers on the internet. Like, shut the fuck up, homie. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And so, with that said, I'm learning as we go because this is new to me. And my respect goes out to everybody and beyond. You know what I mean? It really does. If someone's got a problem, well, fuck it. It's the internet, bro. So fucking stop being an idiot. Right? And we're having fun here. We're just trying to. I just don't want to be. Them motherfuckers, like I said before a million times, that's the face of us? Nah, fuck that. And I know you guys agree. You know what I mean? I don't like to get lied to. And I don't like a fucking punk being, I don't want to call him a punk, actually, of them. I don't want a peseta liar being the face of what we represent. You know what I mean? And it's and we being solid motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And it ain't cool. You know what I mean? Because I want to turn on the fucking YouTube. I love YouTube. I want to turn it on and be like, oh, this guy's funny. He makes me laugh, or he tells some good stories or whatever. But at least I know when the guy I'm watching or following, that fool's legit. He's real. There ain't gonna be no hidden paperwork coming out, Bobby. It ain't gonna happen. It won't happen. And then to tell you the truth, I don't know how long I'm gonna do this. But right now, fuck it. Because I fit in 20, 30 minutes here and there in between my regular day-to-day life. It's never gonna be like some of these guys, they make a living on it. That's their life. They'll be stuck hidden in their apartment. Like, motherfuckers not going outside. Number one, they're scared. Number two, because I don't know why. I can't explain because I haven't lived that life. I live the life I live in. That's just normal, like you and me. Just shit you're going through, I go through. You know what I mean? And we have problems with the ladies. We have good times, bad times. We love them. They hate us. You know how it goes. So, what else? How much I got? 9 minutes. It was just real discouraging to me to like start getting into these videos and watching them, and I'd be on the way to work, traffic, bumper to bumper to bumper, you know what I mean? And it is hours in traffic. Or I work out of town a lot, booking hours on the road. So you want to throw something on. You know, I love music, but sometimes it's cool to hear some crazy stories. And the reason we listen to them, why? It's because we relate to them. Am I wrong? It's like, that's what gets, you bring it up, people make comments, but you bring it up, why don't you grow up? And then grow up? What the fuck is grow up? Why I want to die? I'm trying to die soon. I am, how about this? My generation is the ones that paved the way between the Imperial, Stacey Adams, Charlie Brown, all that shit. Remember when white t-shirts, fucking Levi's creased the fuck up, baby cuff split, on the side Nike Cortez? That's my generation. That's what we fucking paved the way for that shit. And you know what? Dope as fuck. And back in the day, gang bangers were known as someone to fear, someone to, like, we'd walk down the street, and what happened? Fools across the street. Respect, fear, whatever. I'm not trying to install fear. I'm just saying it was different. Now, it's a joke to some people, or it's the trend to other people. It's the trend. And shout out to all the youngsters with skinny jeans. Oh my God. You guys ever go into Ross or fucking, I go to Ross a lot. I'm not trying to plug them in, but like, I can't afford no designer fucking whatever. I can't afford, oh, by the way, let me point something out. I do. I live in Palmdale, California. I do. Shout out to them. I'm from LA, West LA. Am I running? Fuck no, it's not running to LA County. But the thing is, I can't afford, so people who make comments like, yeah, LA, Palmdale to LA, like, it's LA County, what's it mean? LA. In the county jail, it's LA. You know what I mean? I'm born and raised. I'm old as fuck. So the thing is, people who live in San Fernando Valley, San Gabriel Valley, Los Angeles, the beach, Santa Monica, Venice, Coast City, Inglewood, all them, it's fucking expensive to live there. Just in the valley alone. I got brother-in-laws that have a house that is small. It's fucking worth like $1 million and shit or something, you know what I mean? You go down to the beach, oh my God, he's worth a 1-bedroom shack, fucking garbage-ass house in by the beach, $1 million to start, you know what I mean? I can't afford to live there. So I have to live in what I refer to as the hood up in Palmdale. Why is it the hood? Because it's fucking ghetto as fuck. They have some nice areas, but they got some good weather. The weather is beautiful. Sometimes they got real summers, real winters. We get snow. You know what I mean? But I can't afford to live anywhere else, and I make decent money. It's rough. So all the gangsters from LA, like, fuck, I don't know how you do it. I guess Section 8 pays for a lot. You know what I mean? And good for you. Or some places have rent. Control, regulate, whatever, to where some people, I know people in Santa Monica, for instance, that they've lived there like fucking 30, 40, 50 years and shit, and the rent's like nothing because they have some kind of, where as long as you live there, your rent won't go up, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they have that, but it's even hard for a gangster to live in their own neighborhood because you can't afford it. It's like you from your hood, but you don't live there because you can't afford it. So what do you do? Move to Palmdale. That's where everybody moves to. But anyway, so beyond that, I'm going to get into a quick little short story about something interesting. I'm in the S.H.U, right? And the respect level is always the utmost respect. And the thing is, it don't matter if your neighbor's a PC or not. You're going to carry yourself and address people with the same respect. Well, I had a couple big homies or legends, as you call them, or they call them, in my pod, and there's a point to this. Okay, so what happens is one of my neighbors, 4 cells on top, 4, and 4 cells on the bottom. That's it. Okay, Pelican Bay S.H.U. Well, I've had multiple neighbors, so every time if you guys hear like, oh, you said this about that, and you said this about that, about neighbors, and like, well, fucking, who was your neighbor? You said Kenny Coster's your neighbor, another PC, but crazy guy. I had multiple neighbors, you know what I mean, and I can say the neighbor, and they might be even sharing the van is a neighbor, but if there's only 4 cells, technically they're all neighbors, you know. Well, about 2 cells down, when I was in the S.H.U, I believe it was my first S.H.U, might have been my second S.H.U. I don't remember. That's another thing, by the way, guys. I don't know how these, you know, fuck it, whatever, John Villa Dubs, motherfuckers. I don't know how they remember so much, because I don't remember. Maybe I'm just fucking shermed out. Maybe I had too much drugs. I don't know. I'm not doing that now, but how people remember every CO, every yard, every this, every that, every person, I don't, beyond me. But these guys will be names and dates and CO this and CO that and CO this and CO that and CO that. And it's like, what the fuck? How in the fuck do you remember that shit? I remember none of the CO's names by heart. None of them. And straight up, like fucking, I remember their faces. I'm sure if I seen them. But their names, I couldn't say, yeah, CO. There was a CO lady once. I know I'm getting off topic. But there's a CO lady once. I don't know, she's cool, whatever. I don't know if she's cool even. She's just fucking another cell. They had this crazy ass name, Yokum. And the only reason I remember is because my cellie used to fucking give her a hard time. He'd be like, Yokum, 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 Yokum. Like, they all like Yokum, and there's every day Yokum. And fucking, so, like, that's how I remember their name. That's the only shit I remember the name out of fucking all my time. I remember that. It's like fucking, but these other motherfuckers, they know everything. I don't know if they're reading the script. Or because I couldn't even like write some shit down and remember names. I can't remember none of them because they're unimportant. They didn't matter. They were nothing to me. So, but they must be reading a script, or they're just straight fucking rats or reading their own paperwork. I don't know. I'm not calling everybody a name that remembers names, but damn, they're just they're a lot brighter than I am, I guess. But how do you remember that shit? Because I've been around. I was here, there, here. I was where you were at. I was where he was at. I was where he was at. I was where I was at. Now I got moved to here. I got moved to there. I got moved to there. Sometimes our stories, they might not like completely add up. And then you got a troll that's going to come on and be like, hey, check it out. Oh, he said he did this and that. Like with Bam Bam. Shout out to Bams. He told a story about we both pro from High Desert, level 4, you know, and they didn't have PC S&Y yards. They didn't exist then. You know what I mean? So if you're PC'd up, you're PC'd up. And if you were a PC sneaking through, you got caught straight up. Well, just a matter of time. We were on the same yard, believe it or not. But I pro'd before he got there. And he had mentioned something about like D block or something. I don't know. But he didn't mean it like that. He was actually, because there's 3 sections and a 180, A, B, and C. But there's 4 buildings or 4 blocks on the yard, the upper yard, the lower yard. And so it's easy to make a mistake when your number one thing in life is not remembering what the fuck building block section area you were on. I mean, because we got things bigger than this story. So, and when you're talking to your homies, ain't no one fact checking. They're not like, you said this. Remember when you said that? And, got him. Nah, fool. You don't give a fuck. When you talk to your homies, you don't give a fuck. They're telling the story. They know you ain't lying. So you just, what was it? Was it C block, D block, A block, 4 block, 6 block? I don't fucking know. I was in High Desert. How about that? That's all I know. Like, who's the CO who had third watch working from 2 to 3 or 10 to 4 or whatever, 10 to 6 a.m.? I'm sorry, Mr. fucking Rat Boy, you might know, but I don't remember because I'm not writing the paper. I'm not fucking taking notes. I'm just doing my time and getting the fuck out or writing, right? So once again, back to the story at hand. It's gonna get too late. I don't want to make this too long. I know I do. I ramble. I do that. It's my personality. It is what it is. So this is what happened. One of the neighbors happened to be from up north. He was from whatever, but he was PC'd up. His own people looking for him, whatever. That has nothing to do with us. But respect is still there, or you know what I mean? Because it's how you carry yourself. But what happened was we would share it, and it still was ignored. You know, shout out to we on Mainline. We when it was cool, we would like I loaned my Lowrider magazine, my USA Today, and they would send like tapes, and we'd listen, you know, their music, and we listen to not their music, but tapes, you know, old school shit, Billy Stewart, whatever, summertime, whatever it would be, you know, and it wouldn't even be ours. It would even be the brothers. The brothers would, I knew fools from them. It doesn't matter. The point is, we would share shit, and if there was a problem, if the door be the bell. I said this before. So with this cat, he was whatever, single cell, whatever, and he asked because he had overheard. I don't know how he knew I got Lowrider magazine, but I used to get the subscription. If anybody remembers that magazine, Lowrider Teenagers, I didn't get Teenagers, but I got Lowrider. Well, then you get it. It's kind of falling apart because they take the paper clips out the fucking magazine and shit. Because weapon's a weapon. I don't know. You make weapons of anything, darts and shit, whatever. And but that's another. Doesn't matter right now. So this cat, he said, "Hey, you think I could check out some of the Lowriders? Because I had a subscription. I'd get 12 a year, to however many they give you." And I said, "Yeah, no problem." So I sent him a couple. And for a little while, he'd look at them, and they always fine. It came back the same shape I sent it to him in. But one day, he sends back a Lowrider, and I'm looking at it, and it says X1V, which is 14, above the eye of my of some girl in front of a Lowrider car. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And hell no. So I'm looking at it again, and I'm getting hot. And I'm young. I don't know how to fucking deal with it. I can't get at this cat. But I want to tell someone I can't sell soldier. I don't know, man. That's the situation. So I walked into his cell door, and I was like, motherfucker, what the fuck, Combs? Talking all low and shit, because I don't want no one to know what's going on. He's like, yeah. I was like, dude, you fucking defaced my magazine. Why would you do that? What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck? I was like, I don't know. And then I don't know. So I walked away with him to the cell. Shower. Came back with my cell. I don't know. I'm pacing in my cell. So I was like, dude, you all right? I was like, it bugs me. So I can't even get this motherfucker, you know, for defacing my shit. And then one of the legends came, and he stopped at my cell. He's like, hey, Mouse, what was that all about? And I didn't even know anybody heard me. It's crazy. They got like the supersonic hearing and shit or something. But I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, you have a little issue with a boy down there in the tier. And I was like, nah, ain't no issue. It's all right, you know, I'll take care of it. But there's really no way to take care of it. But if the door automatically accidentally pops, it happens. Something, you know. I was trying to figure it out. And of course, the homie said, he's like, hey, no, seriously, what happened? So I told him. I was like, well, this is what happened. And I lent it to him, and he didn't even see that shit. So I looked at him. The whole magazine was fine. It's just he had wrote on above the eye of some Lowrider model. On my shit though, you don't do that. And he's like, I'll take care of it. Don't trip. I knew they would, but I didn't understand what he meant. Okay. All right, cool. It's good. It's good. The homie went to the shower. Well, excuse me. He went to his cell, and he told him something. Okay. Went to the shower, came out the shower, walked back to his cell. That dude slid a kite to the legend. The legend walks to my cell, and he slides it underneath, and he says, after he had read it, of course, he said, let me know if everything's cool. If you accept this, if you accept these terms, in other words. I'm like, okay. Whatever you say, I'm gonna accept it regardless, but it ain't from him, it's from that dude. So I go and I open it up, the wheeler. And it was all the apologetic of the world, everything you could think of. I'm so sorry, I'm going through it, my lady. Oh my God, I don't know, is that my mind? I don't even know. I was just doodling, and I forgot. I didn't know it was your magazine. I didn't realize what I wrote on the magazine. Please forgive me. And I was like, like, what the fuck? That's fucking crazy. Like, this guy was really, really fucking, like, scared or really fucking apologetic. I was like, wow, that's some power right there. I didn't know. And this is what the deal was. I guess that was from them. You know, they told him, like, what's it worth to you? This and this and that. So basically what it came down to is we went $35 a month canteen in the shoot. And that's not a lot. The dude sent me his kite, said, look, I want to make it right. I didn't mean no disrespect. Send me a list for $30 because that leaves him with $5 where he could buy some hygiene. He get a deodorant, like, I don't know, shampoo, bar soap, or whatever. He wanted at least $5. But I'm going to send him a $30 list. I went every month myself, but I sent him a $30 list and those back then, the magazine was like $3 only. I sent him a $30 list. And then after that, every single month that we were there together in the same pod, I don't remember who left first, he would send me a kite and he said, send me a $10 list. And for what? Like, we're good, we're straight. And he goes, nah. He goes, we're not straight. He goes, I want to make sure that you're fully compensated for this. And so I sent him a list every month. Well, he sent me the list. I filled it out for $10. So he went 25 and I got 10 of it. He would send me $10 a canteen every single month for the whole time that we were in the same pod, just because he disrespected, and that was that. And so, anyways, what a trip, right? And so I'm going to end this video with a song. I know, but I'm gonna gotta do it. But again, I'm trying to do as many as I can. All right. Once again, I wrote all this shit. Everything is on there. I wrote it. It's my song. I'm not doing sing. That's my song. All right. Always, everybody. Much love. Boom. You know what I mean? That was a hard, but I fucking broke my shit. So, without further ado, radio tonight. God damn it to hell is definitely a late night. Dale gas.
Yeah. My baby boy, Isaiah, it's your first day. 3rd grade, world is yours, no time to play. I'm so proud of my little man, so tough. It's just another day, not so rough. From your dad with love, I want you to know you're an artist, a star. Watch your talent grow, don't be afraid, embrace the unknown. Plant your seeds, watch your confidence sown. New adventures wait, new friends to meet. Knowledge is power, defeat any heat. First day of school, a brand new start. Keep shining bright, follow your heart. Never give up, never back down. You got this, I say, wear your crown. Remember the lessons, the values we share. Be kind, be brave, show the world your care. Stand tall, my son, let your spirit soar. The future is yours, what are you waiting for? Make new memories, learn and explore. Your journey begins there, so first day of school, a brand new start. Keep shining bright, follow your heart. Never give up, never back down. You got this, I say, wear your crown. I love you, baby boy, more than words can say. Have a great day, Isaiah. See